What? No, we want the music off. It's annoying. Okay. Just trying to fix the stream. I don't know why it's doing this. I really don't know why, but it is. Because it didn't say I was live. Okay, there we go. Okay, just putting the link out there for everyone to see. Because I have to hawk my channel to as many people that are going to see it. Okay. October 14, 1960. Dear Diary, Mom has always said I could have a pet as long as it didn't run loose, so I had to think of a good way to contain the alligator I got today. What? An alligator? No problem. No problem. I made Alice a leash. That looks a lot like a jump rope, only it stretches. I always knew I would find a use for all those rubber bands I've been saving. The leash allows Alice to do what she likes to do best. Crawl around and all over the house. I hope nobody trips over her or her leash. Signed, Morty. Alice didn't jump a rope or beg to use my favorite soap. Just tell me what you like to do, and then you'll have your needed clue. Crawl. That's correct. Oh, nice. Okay. I did mute the music. It was a bit distracting. A little monotonous. Mystery Stew by Vicky Mason. The secret's in the sauce, Cousin Morty said proudly. What's in it? I asked him as I tasted the stew from a spoon. Everything you like, he said, smiling. But I wasn't so sure. One day I followed Morty through Shady Glen Forest. Every few minutes he would bend down and pick up something from the ground. How strange, I whispered to myself. I stumbled, and when I looked up I realized Cousin Morty was out of sight. I knew I had lost him. Suddenly, I felt a tug on my sleeve. Looking for something, Vicky. It was Morty, laughing as he shoved a dirty mushroom in front of my nose. Yuck! That thing looked awful. I wasn't sure that Morty knew how to tell the good kinds of mushrooms from the bad kinds that can make people very sick. Even though he said everyone else loved it, I would never eat Morty's famous stew again. Let's see the hard words that they got. Hard words. Realized. Okay. Vicky saw her cousin pick some special things one day. If you remember what they were, you'll find your clue this way. Mushrooms. Good job. Remember to look for my triangle signs and answer my clue questions if you want to find me. Okay. Nice photos, kid. Enjoy them while you can. That's not creepy. Okay. Taking pictures of my robots will give you secret facts about them and me. Okay, we know this. April 1st, 1989. Dear Diary, Thomas Edison, inventor of the light bulb, had no idea that his invention would lead to Shady Glen's latest mystery. I mean, the talking light bulbs on the ceiling in Mrs. Walker's science lab. More unusual than the talking bulbs themselves were the things they talked about. Yesterday, our class heard them whispering about some master plan of taking over the school. We all just laughed. Imagine, light bulbs taking over school. Mrs. Walker tried turning them off, but that had no effect. The bulbs just kept repeating, "Turn us off, turn us on. It doesn't really matter. Morty tells us what to do. He makes us thinner or fatter. There must be a clue here somewhere. Signed, Jerry." Effect. Okay. Jerry wrote this diary piece about the things he'd heard. Tell me the best title here, and then you'll have your word. The story of Thomas Edison, teacher turns off lights, the school takeover, talking light bulbs. Good job. We used to play this game in school during our computer hour. This and Outnumbered. Okay. He kind of vanished before I could do anything, but that's fine. Mystery Visitor. Shady Glen School Press, October 9th, 1988. Shady Glen School had a mysterious visitor last Thursday morning. No one seems to know who it was. Yes, it was someone very famous, said school principal Ernest Garrett. And I have very clear orders not to give out this person's name to anyone. Many questions filled the Shady Glen schoolyard that day. Who's behind those sunglasses? Is it a famous movie star? A diamond necklace was seen around the neck of the visitor. Who's sitting in the back seat of that limousine? Mr. Garrett would give only one answer. She's very famous, he said, and she sings. Limousine. Okay. Was this person a movie star? We never really knew. Tell what was the object that might give us the clue. Necklace. Good job. So we're going to look at our notes here. We have to go and get more pictures of these robots. That's fine. Bakery Mystery, Shady Glen, January 5th, 1989. A local bakery had some excitement yesterday after a strange early morning discovery. Owner Francine De Leon reported that all her baked goods had been changed in unusual ways. The cream puffs were filled with mushrooms, she said, and the French bread had "Made in Russia" stamped all over it. I am completely puzzled. Police have been unable to identify the person or thing responsible. They are currently looking for clues. Even the fingerprints here have been strange, said Sergeant Jed Taylor. So far, the only prints we've been able to identify have belonged to a monkey and a flock of geese. Mrs. De Leon didn't lose any money, though, because people were excited about trying some new foods. Maybe I'll try adding these items to our menu, she said. The baked goods were now different, and some were really strange. Looks like mushrooms is going to be one of our recurring clues. Okay, clues. I'll make you crawl. That doesn't look like a diamond necklace, though. Mushrooms, bulb. Necklace, bulb, mushrooms, crawl. I think it's turbo. No. Next card, Pogo. No. Rollo. No. Turbo. Yes. Yes. I accuse you of being the master of mischief. Drats, you found me. Her little victory dance. That's not very much. Okay. The Strangest Pet on Kickapoo Street, Chapter 5, The Unwanted Guest. The fifth evening that Uncle Rick was in the house, Jamie decided she couldn't stand to have him stay for 2 more weeks. She had guessed that after 4 days, her mother was tired of having him there too. Then she had an idea. She hid her pet spider under the covers of Uncle Rick's bed while he was in the bathroom, washing his face. Boy, did he scream when he pulled back the covers. Jamie's suspicions about her mother's feelings were right. She didn't get mad at Jamie. Instead, she laughed and said to Uncle Rick, "Oh, I guess there's still a nest of those spiders under that. These people are terrible." Uncle Rick scurried to get his suitcase packed. He was gone within the hour. This is a story I really enjoy. Mother's actions are quite a surprise. What does she want Uncle Rick to do right before her very eyes? Leave. Mystery visitor. Shady Glen School Press. Alternative. No one seems to know who it was. Yes, it was someone very famous. Mysterious. Diamond necklace. I screwed up that one. Remember Peter Pan's famous wish? Everyone knows he didn't want to grow up. I felt that way tonight at Donnie's party. The full moon made everything seem even more magical. We barbecued, hot dogs, tossed water balloons, and played kick the can, and lots of other great games. We sure were glad that Aunt Harriet had an ample supply of fruit punch for us to drink. We all kept going back for more. I had so much fun, I would like to have fun. I didn't think punch was a hard word. I would like to have fun and play games forever. At the end of the party, I looked up at the moon and thought, maybe I will be a kid forever. Signed, Morty. I love to have fun and play games. I'd do it forever, wouldn't you? Tell me what I saw that really made me think. Moon. Kids, bring a favorite book from home or check out one from the library. Then curl up with your book in our morning reading circle from 9 to 10 a.m. Parents, join Miss Morris in the reading area for a look at the latest bestsellers. No food, drinks, loud talking, or shooting of rubber bands, please. Anyone not following these simple rules will be quietly asked to leave. Sign up today and join a good book. Miss Morris had her special rules. There were really just a few, and if you didn't follow them, what would she make you do? From The Old Man Who Said Why by E. Cummings. Because you say why all the time, said the fairy, and it's driving everybody mad. People can't sleep and can't eat and can't think and can't fly because you're always saying why and why and why over and over and over again. And I've come from the farthest star to tell you that you've got to stop this whying. Why? Said the little very, very, very old man. At this time the fairy grew pink with anger. If you don't stop saying why, he said, you'll be sorry. Why? Said the very, very little old man. Now see here, the fairy said. That's the last time I'll forgive you. Listen to me, if you say why again, you'll fall from the moon all the way to the earth. The fairy and the old man did talk when they were here. Tell me where they were. Moon? Man. It would be nice to find that clue. Mystery School Visitor. This is some famous sunglasses, sings. Dear Molly, my holiday surprise to you this year is not only bright and cheery, but serviceable as well. I think it will really help you. Yesterday in health class, you told me how scary it is walking home during these cold, dark, cold winter evenings. When you have activities after school. Well, Molly, my dear, starting tomorrow you won't have to worry. I made 72 little light boxes out of tomato paste cans, candles, and tinfoil. Just follow these friendly lanterns all the way safely to your front door. Now you can feel secure, and you have 72 bright new reasons to be my special friend. Signed, Morty. I wanted to light Molly's way. It was a helpful thing to do. Name what I set up for her, and then you'll get a clue. You've collected a clue. Okay, I think it's time to try to solve this. Let's see, clues. Moon, lantern, hat. Moon, lantern, sunglasses. Haha. Yeah, it's Rollo. Accuse you. You're right, you found me. I always like to play this one because I was never good at outnumbered. Because math is not my strong suit. Okay. And don't forget to buy me an evening paper, said Mrs. Banks as she handed Jane 2 pennies and kissed her goodbye. Michael looked at his mother reproachfully, acting towards someone as if he were to blame for something. I've never heard that term before. Is that all you're going to give us? He asked. What'll happen if we meet the ice cream man? Well, said Mrs. Banks reluctantly, here's another 6 pence. But I do think you children get too many treats. I didn't have ices every day when I was a little girl. Michael looked at her curiously. He could not believe she had ever been a little girl. Mrs. George Banks in short skirts and her hair tied up with ribbons? Impossible! I suppose, he said smugly, you didn't deserve them. And he tucked the 6 pence carefully into the pocket of his sailor suit. Michael was going to buy a paper, but he wanted a special treat. What did his mother give him so he could buy something to eat? Money. The members of the music club are very disappointed that you won't teach us your new song shake, shiver, and shout. In fact, I'm so upset that I want to shout. My big brother says that you remind him of that stingy Morty, Maxwell, who used to go to our school. He was so selfish that he once took back the candy at his own birthday party. So if you don't want everybody to say you are just like that selfish Morty, you should keep your promise. Teach us your new song at the music club meeting this Friday. The meeting will be in the Shady Glen School Music Room and will start at 7:30 p.m. Yours truly, Gretchen Rogers, Music Club President. My manners were not good. I was not nice, you see, because I took the candy back. What did they all call me? Selfish. Stingy's another word for selfish. Stingy's another word for selfish. Shady Glen, May 4th, 1986. Soon it may be Shady Glen linking London, as users of home computers are able to communicate and exchange information with other computers. Tech, a new computer information service, is being set up to link computers almost everywhere in the world, and local users will be especially lucky because the home office of Tech will be located right here in Shady Glen. Shady Glen users will not have to pay the extra hard words. I have to pay the extra charges for calls that all other users will have to pay. Tech works on regular telephone lines, so no special setup is needed. Home computer users simply need a machine called a modem, which links the computer, the telephone, and the computer. Wait, they had modems back then? Tech sounds like fun. It'll be great to have it so near. Name an important thing, I'd save by using this here. The service here. It was a cold, snowy December day in 1891 in Springfield, Massachusetts. Teacher James A. Naismith needed a safe, exciting game that his 18 students could play indoors. He hung a wooden peach basket on the wall. He divided the class into 2 teams and instructed the players to throw a soccer ball into the basket. He also told them not to run with the ball, and that was the first game of basketball. Within 10 years, an organization for the game was started. New ideas were added to the game. Over a period of time, the rules have gradually changed in many ways. For example, now there are 5 players on a team. Dr. Naismith would indeed be proud of how popular basketball is today. That was weird. This guy's a troll. Missing crown puzzles everyone. Shady Glen, March 25th, 1960. Who hid the crown for the Flower Princess? That's what everyone wanted to know last night at the Spring Flower Show. When George Biggs opened the box that holds the crown, there was nothing there. He was speechless. Finally, he handed the princess a bunch of flowers. She held the bouquet while everyone clapped. Mrs. Biggs opened the crown box and received quite a surprise. The crown was back in its place, but something unusual was underneath it. It was a pile of flower petals shaped like the letter M. He found this object missing, but he never thought of me. Mr. Biggs looked for this in the box, but this he did not see. That's correct, EFL. Stupid robot. Rare days when I left Morty with a babysitter. Morty had his friend Heather over to play. I left the babysitter simple instructions and a recipe for Heather's favorite cookies, so they could all have cookies and milk. Was I in for a huge headache? When I returned, the kitchen was a complete wreck, and Heather was standing on the counter. "They're mine! Mine, all mine!" she shouted to Morty as she clutched the plate full of peanut butter cookies. Morty kept yelling, "Ma, she won't share." The babysitter couldn't stop laughing. I didn't think it was very funny at the time. Signed, Sarah. Heather liked her cookies. They were so very sweet. Tell me how she acted, and then your clue's a treat. Selfish. Okay. Clues. Basketball. Crown. Basketball, crown, money, selfish. Yep. Pogo. I accuse you. Alright. So I'm going to call it here and play some other DOS games at some point.